Here are 10 of the most ridiculous moments in NHL history.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
What a play. What a beautiful play by Trevor Zegras.
For number 10, we have the Fog and Bat game in Buffalo. Two ridiculous circumstances in the third game of the 1975 Stanley Cup Finals between the Sabres and the Flyers. Due to high heat and a lack of AC, portions of the game were played in heavy fog where no one could see the puck. A bat also made an appearance in the game, swooping down towards the ice and at the players. Sabres player Jim Lorentz eventually killed the bat with his stick. Many superstitious Buffalo fans consider the bat an evil omen that led to their loss in that series where the Flyers went on to win the cup. Usually, hockey players take out their aggressions on opposing teams, not their teammates. At number 9, we have a ridiculous clip when Keith Ballard of the Panthers took his frustrations a bit too far and sent his goalie out on a stretcher.
Keith Ballard went to strike the post with his stick and accidentally hit his own goaltender Thomas Vokoun instead. Vokoun lay motionless for a while before being taken off on a stretcher.
I think it's ridiculous. I think it's absolute bush league.
Number 8. Ever since Mike Legg scored a lacrosse-style goal at the University of Michigan in 1996, there have been many NHL players to complete the Michigan goal. However, the most ridiculous Michigan-style goal goes to Trevor Zegras and Sonny Milano when Zegras scooped up the puck, lobbed it over the net for Milano to bat it in.
Wow! And you can see Zegras too. He grabs it up. Miller goes to knock it up. He shoots it in front.
Oh, it's
what a pass! Actually worked.
I've never seen anything like that. Speechless.
The number 7 ridiculous NHL moment goes to New York Ranger Sean Avery. During a first-round playoff game against New Jersey, Avery invented some wild goalie screening tactics never seen before, and they were legal. He turned facing the goalie, Martin Brodeur, and waved his stick over his head in an effort to distract and screen him. After that game, the NHL eventually amended the rules of unsportsmanlike conduct to make this a penalty, aka the Avery rule. NHL fans have thrown lots of things on the ice during games like hats, plastic rats, catfish, octopus, but a live Cape chicken takes the number 6 most ridiculous moment. In a game between the Canadiens and Kings in 1988, a Kings fan threw the live chicken on the ice. It was said he did it because he was not happy with how the Kings were playing. The chicken survived the ordeal but probably got cooked later, and the fan was arrested.
Chicken sitting out on the ice. I've never seen this before in my life.
At number 5, one of the most ridiculous NHL goals had to be when Andrew Shaw of the Chicago Blackhawks headed a puck for a goal in double overtime in a game against the Ducks in the 2015 playoffs.
Now watch Andrew Shaw. Sees it, jumps, and heads it absolutely on purpose. Look at this.
The Chicago person deliberately headbutted the puck in the net, no goal.
The Hawks eventually went on to win in triple OT. A Patrick Waugh goalie highlight is the number 4 most ridiculous moment when he skated up ice with the puck, deked Wayne Gretzky, did a spinorama, and went past center ice drawing a penalty.
Rangers with a 4-1 lead. Patrick, look at this. What is this? He's out of his mind. He's a break right for the net. Oh, little move. Gretzky reaches. Look at this. Center ice. You can't do that.
What goes around comes around, Peter McNabb. You have to watch these highlights. This is one of the funniest sequences.
And number 3 goes to this interaction between Blackhawks Steve Sullivan and an Avalanche fan in Colorado. Sullivan got a stick to the face, leaving a cut on the bridge of his nose. While he was skating back to the bench, a fan banged on the glass and heckled him. Sullivan then went on to score 2 shorthanded goals on the same penalty kill. Then later in the period, Patrick Waugh cleared a puck that went over the glass and hit the same fan who was heckling Sullivan. Sullivan had a few words with the injured fan while his wife laughed and gave the thumbs up. Here's the number 2 most ridiculous moment that had huge ramifications. The Patrick Stephan empty net miss. In 2007, in a game between Dallas and Edmonton with just 13 seconds left and his team leading by 1, Stars player Patrick Stephan had a breakaway on an empty net to ice the game. All he had to do was tap it in.
Tap it in. Just tap it in.
However, the puck jumped over his stick for the miss, while the Oilers then moved the puck up ice and scored to tie the game. This blunder actually ended up hurting the Oilers in that they received an extra point in the standings that led to the Blackhawks winning the draft lottery that year, which they used on Patrick Kane, and the rest is history. And number 1 goes to when the jumbotron crashed in Buffalo. In 1996, a brand new $4 million jumbotron scoreboard crashed to the ice at the then named Marine Midland Arena just hours before a scheduled Sabres game. A cable failed as it was being lowered for maintenance, sending the entire mast crashing to the ice below into a heap of junk. Luckily, no one was injured. Sabres president Larry Quinn told reporters, if it was meant to fall, it happened at the right time. Check out these other Beer League Hockey Guy vids and please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Stay junky, my friends.